Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, we delve into the inspiring journey of one of the most exciting young stars in women's tennis, the Filipina sensation, Alex Eala. At just 20 years old, Eala has been steadily carving her name into the history books of the WTA Tour, combining talent, grit, and an unshakable mindset to rise through the ranks in a sport where every point can change a career. Her story is not only about skill on the court, but about the mental fortitude required to thrive at the highest level of tennis. And today we explore both her achievements and the lessons she has absorbed along the way, including invaluable advice from one of the greatest champions of all time, Rafael Nadal. The Alex Eala phenomenon is undeniable. With each tournament she enters, she captivates audiences, turning heads not only with her power and precision on the court, but also with her poise under pressure. It is a combination that sets her apart from many of her peers, as she balances youth with maturity, raw talent with disciplined preparation. While her rise may seem meteoric, it has been carefully built through years of dedication and learning, both in the Philippines and at one of the most prestigious training grounds in the world, the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain. Her breakthrough moment on the professional stage came less than a year ago at the Miami Open, one of the elite WTA 1000 events, where she announced herself as a serious contender on the global stage. There, she achieved something remarkable. Eala defeated a series of Grand Slam champions, including Jelena Ostapenko, Madison Keys, and Iga Swiatek, before eventually succumbing to Jessica Pegula in the semifinals. That run was not just impressive, it was historic. Eala became the first Filipina in the Open era to defeat a major champion, the first from her country to reach the semifinals of a WTA 1000 tournament, and the first Filipino player ever to break into the WTA Top 100. These milestones were a clear signal to the tennis world that Alex Eala was no longer just a rising prospect. She was a player capable of shaking up the established hierarchy. Her success in Miami set the tone for the rest of the season. Later in the year, she continued to make history by becoming the first Filipina to win a match at a Grand Slam, reaching the second round of the U.S. Open. That achievement marked another significant step, proving that her initial breakthrough was no fluke. Her momentum and consistent performance helped her climb further up the rankings, breaking into the top 50 by the end of the year. In interviews, Eala has often reflected on the importance of patience and persistence in managing her rapid rise. In a candid conversation with The National, she explained that the Miami success, while sudden, did not overwhelm her. After that run, I took things step by step, she said. Nothing happened in a huge wave. I eased into the changes that came with being in the top 100, and it's similar now at the start of this season with all the people and exposure I'm getting. I remind myself that work is work, and none of this would be possible without dedication and effort. Her mindset demonstrates a maturity beyond her years, a willingness to respect the journey rather than rush the outcome, and a focus on the process as much as the results. Eala's accomplishments have sparked a surge of interest in tennis back in the Philippines, where she has become one of the most celebrated sporting figures. Her influence extends far beyond her individual achievements. She has inspired a new generation of young athletes, showing that players from countries without a long-standing tennis tradition can compete and succeed at the highest level. Her Australian Open main draw debut this year was a testament to her growing fame. Filipino fans turned up in record numbers, with long queues forming outside Court 6 for her match against Alicia Parks. Eala was clearly moved by the turnout. It was completely unexpected, she said. I've never seen a line that long for one of my matches. Even when I've played in bigger stadiums, this was something else. It was such a wonderful experience, and it really shows how much tennis is growing in my country. That makes me incredibly proud. Despite her soaring profile and on-court successes, Eala has made it clear that she remains grounded. She credits much of her mental toughness and composure to the values instilled by her family and by her years at the Rafa Nadal Academy. Spending her formative teenage years in Mallorca, she had the unique advantage of training at a world-class facility founded by one of tennis's all-time greats. Being at the academy not only refined her technical skills, but also immersed her in an environment that emphasizes discipline, strategic thinking, and the psychological elements of competing at the top level. One of the defining experiences of her time at the academy came when she had the opportunity to practice with Rafael Nadal himself. Reflecting on that moment, Eala's enthusiasm is palpable. "It was surreal," she says with a wide smile. "It was my first time hitting with Rafa, and I was incredibly nervous. It was physically demanding, too. I mean, he'd been off the court for a while, and I've been training hard, but the difference was clear. Yet, the experience of hitting with him, of absorbing the knowledge and intensity of someone who has been at the pinnacle of tennis for decades, was priceless. I feel so lucky and truly blessed." Beyond the practice session itself, the guidance and advice Nadal shared left a lasting impression. Eala recounts numerous academy speeches where Nadal emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with the right people, cultivating a positive support system, and maintaining focus amidst external pressures. He talks a lot about choosing your environment carefully, about being around people who lift you up, she explains. "That advice has stuck with me more than anything. Of course, he gave me pointers about my game, but the one lesson that resonated the most was about the people around you and how they influence your mindset and growth." Eala's approach to tennis reflects the combination of raw talent, disciplined training, and strong mentorship. Her left-handed play style, aggressive baseline game, and sharp tactical awareness make her a formidable opponent on any surface, but it is her mental resilience that truly sets her apart. She has learned to navigate the intense pressures of professional tennis, where every point is scrutinized and every match can define a season. Her time at the Rafa Nadal Academy taught her not just how to hit the ball better, but how to think like a champion, to remain calm under pressure, and to find solutions when matches swing against her. The effect of this mindset was evident in her recent performances. Even when facing higher-ranked opponents or situations that statistically favored her rivals, Eala has shown an ability to remain focused, trust her instincts, and adapt her strategies mid-match. Her career so far is filled with moments that highlight this growth. Coming back from tough situations, holding her nerve in crucial points, and consistently demonstrating that she belongs on the same stage as tennis's elite. She has proven that a young player from a country with a relatively small tennis footprint can compete on the global stage, and her influence continues to inspire not just fans but fellow athletes. Off the court, Eala's humility and commitment to improvement are as striking as her game. She consistently credits her coaches, family, and mentors for her development, understanding that tennis is a collective effort as much as an individual pursuit. Her reflections on progress and patience reveal a wisdom unusual for someone so young. She is acutely aware of the pressures of the sport, the expectations from fans and media, and the significance of her role as a trailblazer for Filipino tennis. Yet, rather than allowing these factors to overwhelm her, she uses them as motivation to continue improving. As the 2026 season progresses, all eyes are on Eala to see how she builds on her successes. Her experiences at major events, from Miami Open breakthrough to her Grand Slam victories, have provided both confidence and perspective. With her technique honed at the Rafa Nadal Academy, her mental game fortified by experience and mentorship, and the support of an increasingly passionate fan base, she is well-positioned to climb even higher in the WTA rankings. But more than ranking points or titles, is her ability to remain grounded, focused, and adaptable that will determine her long-term success. Eala's story is emblematic of what can happen when talent meets preparation, resilience, and wise guidance. Her journey from a promising junior player in the Philippines to a rising star on the world stage reflects dedication, strategic planning, and the influence of mentors like Rafael Nadal. Every match, every point, and every training session contributes to her growth, and she carries the hopes of an entire nation with a quiet determination that is both inspiring and humbling. In summary, Alex Eala continues to write her story on the WTA Tour, blending talent, mental toughness, and mentorship into a remarkable career trajectory. From historic victories that have etched her name in the record books to lessons learned alongside one of tennis's greatest champions, she demonstrates that success in professional tennis requires more than skill. It demands mindset, resilience, and the ability to thrive under pressure. Her journey is far from over, and as she competes in more tournaments and continues to face the world's best, one thing is certain. Alex Eala is not just a name to watch. She is a symbol of what determination, preparation, and guidance can achieve on the global stage of tennis. Her story resonates beyond the court, inspiring young athletes in the Philippines and around the world to chase their dreams, embrace challenges, and never stop learning from every opportunity that comes their way.